Hello, Mika Vahkala here. Saturday, 9th of March 2024 afternoon. I have a cup of coffee and some really important breaking news about the case Covidpass to share with you guys. I did a video earlier in Finnish, but I have many followers abroad, so I want to keep you all updated. So here we go in English for this one. Those who don't know, a short introduction who I am and what I do and why I do it right now. So Mika Vahkala is my name, living here in the capital of Finland. I'm an entrepreneur, and during COVID time there was this Covidpass used in Finland and other parts of the world. I didn't have that Covidpass, I didn't have the vaccines, and I got discriminated on many occasions here in Finland during that time. I have sued the government, the highest government body you can do here in Finland, and Fazer, F-A-Z-E-R. You can check their website, fager.com. It's a big billion euro revenue catering company, one of the most iconic brands from Finland. They have excellent chocolate, by the way. I love it still. It's the best in the world. Initially, Fazer comes from, or the family comes from Switzerland. Karl Fazer was the founder a long time ago. But they had a Covidpass requirement for people in December 21 to be able to get breakfast at Kluuvi Katu 3, which is in the middle of Helsinki location. And that's actually the place where the Fazer story started up a long time ago. I was denied the access with my friend. I didn't have the Covidpass, and altogether I was kicked out maybe from 10 different places. And I was even planning how to move out of Helsinki to be able to live normal life. Why I'm doing this right now, you know that 2 years ago is past, it's history. But why I am going into this, let's say, risky business to sue the government, who has enormous resources, and Fazer, who is owned by one of the most wealthiest and richest families in Finland. I'm doing this also for the future, not only to get justification for what happened then, but also for the future. If you don't know, EU and WHO made a deal last year, 23, that they are now ready to use Covidpass application worldwide when the next crisis, health crisis, comes. So there is a big danger. People around the world would be enslaved again to the medical products and testing. I know many people here in Finland who have been injured and worldwide by these vaccines, even killed. And some of the people I know even now are on sick leave 2 years in a row. They have got compensation for this, but they still are not able to work. This, and also what the Covidpass was planned to do to prevent the transmission of COVID, which it didn't, are of big interest around the world. Even the time is gone. Okay, so in Finland, the people who were giving a say for the government about this Covidpass, they said that it's okay if it works. And we have provided the court a ton of evidence that it did not prevent the transmission prior to 2021. December. Evidence from Finland and other parts of the world as well. Even EMA, European Medical Agency, has said that it was designed to protect the one who takes the vaccine. But the vaccine, there was no promise from EMA that it would prevent transmission. This is also something we have provided to the court. 10th of April, this is starting up, so next month, really soon, and we named Sanna Marin, who was the Prime Minister at that time. Now she's working for Tony Blair Institute and speaking around the world. And we wanted Sanna to come to court and tell how the government made sure that Covidpass legislation was working in relation to the Constitution of Finland. And we have a really strong constitution here in Finland. It's one of the best in the world, at least in text. How it's applied, then it's a different thing. Satu Koskela, she is head of department in the Ministry of Social Affairs. We named also her as a witness and wanted to know what were the scientific bases and scientific articles they were referring to and basing their decisions when they were proposing the Covidpass here in Finland. We also asked this EDITIO demand from the judge. It means that we wanted to see what was the promise of the products, the vaccines, to fight and battle against the COVID-19 in the agreement made with Finland, EU and Pfizer, AstraZeneca, Moderna. Unfortunately, the judge, Markku Saarikoski, decided Sanna Marin, Satu Koskela, they don't have to come to be a witness, even though there was all the reason for that, and they were one of the key players in this. Sanna from the political side and Satu from the a government official side. Then this EDITIO demand, judge also said we cannot see it because it's like a secret business information and data that they cannot deliver. It's sensitive, whatever. But and the judges know and everybody knows, we were asking basically just what was the promise of the products to prevent the transmission and spread of COVID-19. So we are not asking anything specific. We are not asking to get something that may be harmful to the government in that sense. If you buy a car, you buy a home, you buy a business, you buy something significant for yourself, you are allowed and you should get the knowledge what was the promise there. And now they are hiding it. Very, very interesting, I would say. All of this is limiting my right to prove my case in this district court stage. This is not okay. But this is not what is going on. Some good news as well. Not everything is gray or dark here. Hanna Nohunek, she is the chair lady or chairman, how you say nowadays. Can you call woman she and man he? She is the chair lady of advisory group of experts on immunization under WHO. So she's a head figure of a prominent body under WHO, and this is a global thing. But she's also here in Finland as the head doctor of THL, which is the Institute of Health and Welfare. And we will ask her and grill her, challenge her what she knew and what did the scientific community knew about the efficacy of the vaccines prior to 2021 December. Then there is coming Asko Järvinen. He is head of diagnostics of infectious disease from the Helsinki University Hospital, and he's been very many times on TV and public and interviews about COVID times. He has recently admitted publicly that when the vaccines came, let's say around early 21, they already knew that they don't stop the transmission. Yet, any case, Covidpass came later on that year. Okay, so then is coming Matti Muukkonen, and he's a really good witness for this case because he's a doctor of administrative sciences, and he has written article Covidpass Constitution and the critique of Equality Act, sort of. He wrote already that when they were giving a say, these advisors to the government, that they didn't take into consideration healthy, unvaccinated people, which, I was one of them. And even that morning, 10th of December 2021, 9 o'clock, I had no pain, no medication, no knowledge of any virus. I was 100% healthy. So, and as we know, many have been injured by these vaccines. So why should I have taken a risk on my health from this medication, from these products, to be able to live my life normally? Doesn't make any sense. It's wrong. There is a right to health in the Finnish government constitution. Also, people say that, well, then you could have just taken this PCR test. Wait a minute, think about, why should I use my own money once in a 24, 48, 72 hour, or how was it, to stick up my nose, like deep dive here, wherever, to see if there is an error or danger in me. Though Kari Mullis, who was the inventor of PCR test, told that it's not made to diagnose if somebody is sick. All this was wrong. Covidpass was absolutely wrong. Okay, and I want to say this, of course, people were ill. I know people who have been ill of COVID. Many people have like a mild symptoms, and some have had really, heavy COVID. I'm not denying this thing. All right, so interesting from the government as well. This Finland is called to be the happiest people in the world, 6th year in a row, if you look at the United Nations publications. So I was asking the government lawyer that last year, my lawyer was asking that with whom they have the deal exactly from the Finnish government. Is it the prime minister? Is it someone else? Up to this day, we don't know. They don't want to publish it. And if you really want to be a happy nation, should you have it all open, given the facts that millions of Finns were required this COVID pass to be able to live normally? Absolutely. Think about it. Then about this judge. So Markku Saarikoski is the judge here. One of the judges. There are 3 judges altogether. We have made a complaint about him being partial because he's working for the under the same ministry of government, solving disputes in the workplace, and the same ministry was a key player planning this COVID pass, and he was even named into this position by the government of Sanna Marin in the autumn 2021. So how can you be fair if the situation is like this. If he was working part-time for Pfizer, let's say, giving advice on business dealings done worldwide, and he would be a judge in a case where Pfizer was challenged, think about how his loyalty would go. Would he be loyal in his judgment to his other employer? And thing is, he has admitted in written form that he had not put in this public file register this connection when he got this office. He did it after I informed him that he didn't have it up, and I say, and we say, that he wouldn't have been given this position if this was in the files beforehand. Let's move on. I have an expert witness coming from UK, Dr. Asem Malhotra. He has been to mainstream media in UK, USA, Australia, and is traveling the world speaking on health and related. And he's maybe one of the best speakers on the case about the COVID vaccines. And he took 2 doses himself. His father took, and he knows many patients he are helping to recover from the damage that some have got. And he provided already 10-page statement to the court about what the scientific community knew prior 21 about these vaccines. We will also publish that later on. And what happens after court? The decision from this first level should come in May, most likely. I will keep you all posted. In the summertime, we will have the case Covidpass documentary film coming up, and we will be in touch with the different channels around the world that we would be able to spread the information around. This may take a long time. This may go to the European Human Rights Court later on, and I'm working as to the basic rights where depending on us, for the future for this similar type of events, so that this would work as an example case, and EU's plans for this vaccine pass would not come to pass, and the freedom and liberty would reign in this continent, and not only in Finland. Okay, you can follow me on Twitter at Mika Vauhkala, Mika. We like victory, AUHKALA. That's the place where I mostly post about the stuff, and then this website casecovidpass.com as well. Keep you posted, and I will be letting you know more interesting and some delicious stuff regarding this in the close future. Thank you, and all in for freedom. Let's see. Soon we are online again. All right. Moi moi.